So I watch a lot of Christian content. A lot of it is very good. Okay. But there's some stuff I don't agree with, man. Okay. It seems like a lot of Christians are very antagonistic against certain types of technology. They're always complaining about smartphones, okay? They're always complaining about TVs and video game consoles. Get rid of the laptops. Your tablet is of the devil. Get rid of it. I don't. You have a smartphone. I don't have a TV. I don't like. Okay, dude, how you uploading this video right now? Okay, because you do realize that you have to have access to one of these devices to upload your videos. And then they'll sit up there and be talking about how bad and evil social media is, but they're on YouTube. Like, make it make sense, bro. You're on a social media site, okay? When that's YouTube is social media. I don't care what you say. People try and say, well, no, it's not. Yes, it is. It is a social media site. Uploading your videos talking about social media is of the devil. Okay. I got rid of my TV. I threw it away. But I'm sitting on here on my laptop making YouTube videos. Uh Dude, your laptop ain't nothing but a TV, bro. Okay. All this stuff. It's crazy to me, man. It's crazy when you really think about it because technology is not good or evil. Okay. Technology can be used for good or evil. Okay. People do bad things or good things. Technology doesn't do anything in and of itself. Okay. So you're sitting here talking about, well, social media is evil, it's of the devil, it's ruining your mind. No, the people who get on social media and put up demonic content is what's evil. Okay. And if you got rid of social media, they would find some form or method to put their ideas out there. Okay. Before you had social media, okay, you know, you had what? Movies, music, okay, books. Books, man, I'm gonna tell you something. You want to talk about demonic? Man, books been around for centuries, and some of the most demonic content you will find are actually in written form. There are books so evil that you can't even buy them in bookstores. They won't sell them. They so evil. But you can track them down and find them if you want to, if you really want to, okay? Demonic people will always find some avenue or platform to put demonic things out there, okay? And the people who that demonic stuff appeals to are gonna find it. Okay? But here's my problem, man, with Christians, okay? I think a lot of Christians are quite frankly misguided, okay? You can't put the genie back in the bottle again, okay? People are not going to stop using their smartphones, dude. Please stop saying it. People are not going to get rid of their TV. They're not going to get rid of their tablets. None of that stuff. They're not going to get rid of their video game consoles. And really they shouldn't, because while you sitting up there telling them social media is evil, you on social media platforms yourself, okay? Okay, well, you tell me I got rid of my TV using a computer, which ain't nothing but a small TV screen. That's all it is. Okay, a TV screen with even more capabilities and more capacity to watch and do demonic stuff. Make it make sense, dude. Okay, that's why I'm sorry. Some stuff I cannot listen to my fellow Christians on, because when you really think about it, what they say don't really make a lot of sense. Okay, you telling me that you got rid of your TV, but you have a laptop or a smartphone, which is nothing but a TV in another form, because you're uploading videos online, and it's still telling me social media is evil, but you own a social media platform making videos. Come on, man. Here's the problem, though. I don't want this video to go too long. Okay. A lot of Christians are misguided with their opinions on technology. You should be using all this technology, okay, to promote Jesus Christ. Okay, that's what we should be doing. Okay, people are not going to stop playing their video games, man. So what Christians should be doing is pooling some money together in making Christian themed video games. And they don't have to be bloodthirsty or tearing nobody's head off. There are plenty of actually very popular video games that are not excessively violent. You could be making video games, dude, real fun video games, advanced games featuring biblical stories. Okay. There's actually a company doing it right now. I can't think of the name of the company, but they were actually doing it. Instead of trying to talk about, oh, get rid of these video games, these kids don't need to be playing them. That's not gonna happen, bro. I got news for you. Video games ain't going nowhere. You should have Christians pooling their money together, making Christian-themed video games that are actually fun games, while they teaching biblical stories, okay? These movies are demonic. Don't watch the movies. Don't go to the theater. Ain't nobody finna do that, man. People gonna watch movies, I don't care what you say. We need more Christian movies, okay? Okay? We don't need those Christian movies. We've got the Bible. Man, be quiet, okay? Listen, social media is the devil. Well, ain't no point in talking about that because we already know while y'all talking about social media is evil, you still own it anyway. So, but anyways, we should be putting as many gospel videos and whatever on social media for people to watch, okay? Same thing with radio. Same thing with books. We have to use these platforms, man. Stop trying to get rid of platforms or demonize these vehicles because that's all they are. A book is just a vehicle to express ideas to someone else. Same thing with a TV, uh, a laptop, social media. These are all just technology to express ideas to other human beings, and we should be using this technology to its fullest extent to promote Jesus Christ. Because see, while you sit up there trying to tell people to get off this technology and stop using it, the devil is not going to do that. Okay. Once somebody came up with video games and they became popular, oh, the devil said, "Hey, let me put all my demonic content. Let me make as many demonic video games as possible. Let me have you tearing people's heads off and doing all kinds of ungodly stuff." He's not going to try and stop people from playing video games. He's not going to stop people from watching movies. Oh, let me make as many perverted, ungodly movies as possible. Same thing with music. The devil's not going to try and stop people from listening to music. He's going to put all his demonic content on music, okay? Social media, whatever. The devil is not going to fight technology, okay? He's not going to do that. He's going to use it, okay? And he don't care. You get rid of technology, he's going to have the devil. Before technology, he was having demonic books being written. He don't care. He's going to use whatever's out there to promote his message. And that's what Christians need to do. Stop trying to put the genie back in the bottle. You can't put the genie back in the bottle. It's not going to happen. You sitting up there talking about, get off the Facebook, get off of the YouTube, throw the smartphone in the garbage, throw the TV away. It's nonsense, man. It's nonsense, and like I said, it's counterproductive. Okay, we should be making, man, all kind of gospel based video games, good ones, okay, not trash, good ones based on biblical stories, okay. And like I said, you can make video games that are not violent. There are plenty of video games out there that are not excessively violent. That could be geared towards children or young adults that would teach them biblical stories. Same thing with movies, uh, TV shows, all that stuff. While you got Christians talking about, we don't need the chosen in the house of David. We've got the Bible. Okay, well, guess what? The devil don't care about that. Oh, he's more than happy to put demonic programs on TV and in movies. While you sitting up here saying, your content, well, biblical stories don't need to be up there. Now, I will agree with them that the stuff should be as biblically accurate as possible, but they don't want it up there at all. Well, we don't need that. No, you do need that because everybody doesn't read books. A lot of people don't read. A lot of people hate reading, okay? See, the devil goes where people are at. The devil's going to go where people are at, okay? He's not going to try and put the genie back in the bottle. He's not going to sit up and say, and argue about getting rid of smartphones when we know ain't nobody gonna do that, and we know you ain't doing that. That's why I'm sorry. I have to really laugh when I sit up and listen to Christians talk about getting rid of stuff that they are obviously still using themselves. I threw away my TV. Okay, how you uploading your videos? I upload those videos on my laptop computer. That ain't nothing but a TV, bro. That ain't nothing but a TV in a different form. Okay, I upload them on my smartphone. That ain't nothing but a TV. Okay, just a little small TV. Or they'll tell you, like I said, get off social media, but you're still on YouTube putting up videos, so you're still on social media. That's why I don't listen with Christians when they be talking about don't use certain technology that they still using themselves. Oh, social media evil, cell phones evil, TV is evil. Yeah, but you still using that technology. I was talking to one guy talking about how evil smartphones is, and he talking about if he don't have a smartphone or a phone, period. But if there's an emergency, he'll go borrow a phone from somebody. Yeah, dude. So you'll go borrow something that's evil in an emergency. You just showed that that device itself is not evil because you need it in an emergency. Means it you're saying that it can be used for good purposes. I don't know. All this technology that Christians be railing on is just funny to me because the technology itself is not evil. It can be used for good or bad. Human beings just decide to use it for bad things. But at the same time, Christians love to focus on the negative stuff because all these things that you're saying are evil, there are plenty of people using those things for good. There are plenty of people on social media doing good things. You are doing something using social media for a good purpose because you're on there sharing gospel content, talking about Jesus Christ. Okay, cell phones, movies, books, music, all that stuff can be used as a force for good. Okay, Christians should be trying to pump out as much content using these devices, using these platforms and vehicles to reach people instead of trying to go back to the Stone Ages, trying to get rid of the technology, trying to put the genie back in the bottle. It's not going to happen. I mean, that's just my thoughts, man. But I think the whole mindset is just misguided.